So our goal is whenever we're doing estate planning for clients, Holly, it's always our goal is that they fully understand what we've done for them by the
Mm-hmm.
time they leave our
Leave
office.
the
And
office, right.
tell listeners about that.
Absolutely. So one of the things we really love to do is, thanks to you, Tom, is there's an action plan. And it basically spells out what we're going to do on our first meeting all the way through to after we sign your documents, what the client needs to do, what we do. And it helps them also to understand the process so that at the end of the day, the goal is to avoid probate and make sure everything goes according to plan. And I enjoy the signing aspect with my clients because I get to do the reminder of, okay, now that you've created this estate plan, here's what's left for you to do. And it's usually not much. It's very simple, but it's a nice reminder. And I've been told that it's been very helpful to have that.
Well, that action plan at our initial meeting when we and our client have agreed on what our action plan is,
Mhm.
we put it in writing. We put it on a piece of paper because we can tell them at our meeting, hey, we're going to do this, this, and this. But of course, they're going to go home and say, what did Tom say?
Yes,
Well, pull out the action plan. There it is. This is what we're doing for you. Boom, 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 boom. Each
exactly.
document. But it also has what their homework is. And so that when we do a living trust for clients, it is as though we have built an empty vault or an empty safe, and we must then fill it up with their assets. So we tell them that once you're right on the action plan, it says once your trust is signed, you need to make your bank accounts, checking, savings, CDs, money markets. How do we tell the client to handle it, Holly?
So they need to make sure that those jointly owned accounts, you go in and you make them payable on death to your trust. If you have an accounts in your individual name and you're a married couple, you want to make sure your spouse is the primary beneficiary and your trust is the alternate, also known as contingent beneficiary.
Yeah. So making your bank accounts POD, payable on death, is a tool to avoid probate.
It is.
If you're not using a living trust, if you're using simple tools, which I'd say most of our clients are using simple tools, you make your bank accounts POD for your adult children.
Exactly.
If you're using a living trust, then you're making your bank accounts POD to your trust. So everything's flowing into your trust, and within the body of your trust, it lays out how your wealth is going to be divided when you pass away.
Pass away. Exactly. Exactly.
If you've got a question about living trust, folks, why don't you give us a call right now? We'd love to hear from you.